Hey, James, welcome back to the channel. So glad you are here. I am the unofficial mayor of Cowboy Country. We're going to talk about Big 12 basketball arenas. And I will admit that I've got my list right here. So, Depressed Ginger made a video about Arrowhead Stadium, and I was a little critical of him. Thought he was very negative. This video that he did that I'm responding to was much better. Was very well done, and it was absolutely fantastic. So great job. And I agreed with 80% of what he said. Problem is, as we talk about these arenas, we're going to talk about places that I've been to, places inside, places that I've at least seen in person, and then there's a couple that I haven't yet. So he put Lloyd Noble in last place. I know that it's OU. I know it's the Sooners, but the arena itself is actually pretty good. I love the concourse. I love the concessions. I don't think it should be in last place. I had some street tacos that were pretty authentic. I thought that was fantastic. Number 13, West Virginia Coliseum. I have not been there. And he refers to it as ugly, but I kind of like the old school dome-like. I mean, it looks like a miniature football stadium dome thing. So I wouldn't call it ugly. Yeah, a lot of modern stadiums do allow natural light in. And maybe in the future they could do some kind of renovation to where on the ends they allow some light in, but I don't know. I haven't been there in person. I can't see. Number 12, the Marriott Center. He had the capacity wrong. The capacity is 17,978, and it's very loud on television. I've only seen it. I've never been inside, but I mean, it's an older arena. I expect it to be towards the bottom. I do think it's cool that it is the largest arena in the Big 12. I know that. Number 11, TCU Schallmeyer Arena. I don't know. I think it should be higher than this. I love the cool floor. If you go in, when you go inside, they have like this Heritage Hall area where they've got a lot of old trophies and old championships that they've won. Remember, they used to be Southwest Conference, and I forgot what they were before that. But the only thing I would give a ding on really is concessions. Everybody can do a hot dog and a soda, so. I guess if you're trying to save money, as a fan, that's a good thing, but no. Number 10, UCF Arena, Addition Financial Arena. I've been there in person. I've seen it. I have not been to a game in there yet, but I will tell you the tropical feel that Depressed Ginger talked about, it's real. It looks amazing, having all those palm trees around it. It is really cool, and it's very modern looking. He's absolutely right about that. I can't agree with number 9, the Fertitta Center in Houston. I was just there, and yeah, Houston beat the tar out of Oklahoma State in basketball, but the arena itself, it should be higher on the list. The parking is fantastic. There's a parking garage right next door. The concessions were great. The ribbon board on the inside really added to the overall atmosphere. Great environment. Those fans love basketball. And of course, their team is playing really well, so they're out in full force to support them. So the Fertitta Center is a really good place. Cincinnati, Fifth Third Arena. That's the other one that I've never been to. I've never seen. He says there's no upper deck, but you can clearly see a division between the 200 and 300 sections. So I don't know how you don't call that an upper deck. I mean, it's a modern looking stadium. It looks decent. I think it'll suffice. Number 7. I mean, this is really hard because from 7 to 1, these are all really good arenas. They really are. The United Supermarkets Arena, Texas Tech. I love the exterior. It matches the overall architecture of the campus with that Spanish architecture. It looks fantastic. They have great concessions, tons of brisket everywhere. You want brisket, go to Texas Tech. Great parking. I love the fact that you can see the game and be in line at the concession stand at the same time. So that's that's a plus. He's got Kansas State, Bramlage Coliseum at number 6. I can tell he hasn't been there because he makes no reference at all to the fact that they refer to this as the Octagon. The way the building is shaped, I think it's really cool. It's different in a good way. There's good concessions. There's good parking. It's just, I do believe Kansas State now that Baylor's football stadium's on campus, I do believe Kansas State's the only one that has a stadium off campus, which would explain why the parking situation is so good. So, but K-State's really cool. Number 5, Hilton Coliseum. This is a place that I've seen. I have not been inside. But he was right about the outside of the stadium. It is kind of plain looking. It would be good if they put like some kind of video board on the outside and then, ran like advertisements and like, we're playing this team on this day and the women are playing this team on this day. And it just would help with the color. But it's known, Hilton Coliseum is known for being a very difficult place to play because the fans are very loud and they're very into it. And you don't have to worry about the inside looking good because everybody's dressed in red. So it's they've got the Moody Center at number 4. Yes, I've been there. Great parking, tons of parking garages all over the place. Beautiful concourse. When I say beautiful, and he doesn't, of course, talk about this because he hasn't been there, but the wood all the way around in the concourse up on the walls looks fantastic. It is absolutely gorgeous. He's got GallagherIA at 3. Great concessions, great seating. The only thing I'd give it is parking. But if there are several churches close by, you can park there, pay to park there at a pretty decent price and just walk and you'll be fine. Then the one thing that really just irked me, he tried to say there's no upper deck. There's a concourse that runs between the 200 and 300 sections. That 300 section is the upper deck. At the 8-minute mark before in the second half, they run the flag around and then they bring the flag down to the floor and I don't know. But anyway, Foster Pavilion, number 2, Baylor. Yes, I've been there. The food is great. As far as speed and how to get there, they actually have a self-service thing where you just grab. You can check yourself out and go. I love it. But the overall concessions, they need a little bit more variety. Of course, more barbecue, the better. Number 1, Allen Fieldhouse. Great atmosphere, great parking, concessions, but that place inside is awesome. So the vast majority of what Depressed Ginger said in his video, I agree with. Great job. Way to do a more positive video. So if you're new, please hit like and subscribe. I do want to thank you for watching. And don't forget, in 2 weeks, we will be headed to Memphis and Vanderbilt and Tennessee and Kentucky and hopefully a few others. So until then, have a great day.